Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you Breakneck Blitz. It's another tournament that I'm a part of. No, I have not been live recording these. Just decided I'd put them all together in one video, like each round. So like pools would go into, the battle pools would go into one video. If I make it past like 2 rounds or 3 rounds into brackets, then that'll go into a video, because it'd be 64 down to 32 down to 16. So those 3 would be there. Then it'd be top 8, top 4, and finals would be how I'd break it. So if I make it that far. So, but today we're gonna go over the battle pools, and we'll see if I made them out of that. This and LDL Spook, which is what you saw yesterday, are the first 2 tournaments that I've ever done. I did sign up for TTM Summer Showdown, but dropped due to everything I had going on. The reason I did these 2, Spoopy Cup was just really easy to build for, and WWC had wrapped, so instead of jumping into another league, I just jumped into this tourney. But it's hosted by PCF and PLA. It's 8 mons and up to 90 points, 1 mega, 1 Z captain, that's it. Pretty standard clauses, no Mega Latios, no Mega Maw, no Mega, or Magearnia, Lele, Battle Bond, Protein Greninja, no Medium Z, like it's pretty standard. So draft pools. So I ended up in draft pool 3 with, I think, the recognizable names there are Beardy from PCF, obviously. Jaden is a member of the Weather Gamer server, but I have never played him, so I don't think anyone will recognize him. Oshawa Senpai from PCF. Shy Guy, obviously. The GOAT. Huff. We're all on a pool. I ended up with the 6th pick. Yes, I know Steela and Zygarde 50% were still on the board, as was Megalodi, as was Lopunny, as was Zam when I made my pick, but I picked Manaphy round 1. I loved Manaphy in WWC, I wanted to use it again, so here it was. Then I grabbed Hydreigon for a Defogger / a Dark and a Dragon type. I grabbed Mimikyu for a Fairy and Ghost type. I grabbed Serp, because well, first off, I loved Hydreigon in AABL. I've been loving Mimikyu, so I grabbed it. I grabbed Serp as a backup Defogger, gives me a Grass type, also gives me base 116 speed. I grabbed Mega Mane, again similar to Hydreigon. I loved using Mega Mane in AABL and wanted to use it again. I was debating Zebstrika, but I didn't really have a Mega that I wanted to try at the time. And speed stat wise, so I was like, no, let's grab Mega Mane. Fast Electric type, Electric Immunity, because you don't have to first turn Mega. So Mega Mane is really, really nice. 135 speed stat, so again, you got your upper speed. I proceed to follow that up with Talonflame. That fits beautifully between Serp and Mega Mane, and now you understand why I wanted double Defoggers. Talonflame gives me, as a Z Crystal, gives me 2 super powerful hits as long as Gale Wings are intact. I've been loving using it in NCL and LDL, or not LDL, LTPL. Sorry, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I just kind of woke up about an hour ago, so still getting into it here. And then, last mon, so I played around a little bit. I was gonna get like 8 mons, and I decided now let's just spend the rest of our points, because they won't let me run Fear. It sucks. I was trying to figure out this really cool Fear tech with, Aaron or Pineco or somebody, and just to be really annoying, and it wasn't working, so, and I wasn't allowed to use it, so I just said fine. Grab Stack Attacka. Stack Attacka is the only mod on this list that I've never used, and it was highly, highly recommended by Thriller that I use Stack Attacka at some point, so I decided to use Stack Attacka. Yes, I am very well aware I have one Stealth Rock Setter. I have no other hazards. I'm very well aware that I have 2 Defoggers and 1 Mon that hates rocks. I know. I'm aware. I don't care. How often do you guys see me hazard stack on people? Not very often. And yes, elephant in the room. Mimikyu's my slowest Mon. Oh, and then Stack Attack all the way down at 13. I'm fully aware. I know what I got myself into here. Normally I'd fill out those back end speed tiers with like the last 3 to 4 picks if I had them, but I don't, so, you know, I played the upper speed game because that's more my style. Faster teams. Yes, I know Trick Room bodies me. Stack Attack is going to have to win in Trick Room, basically, if that comes versus me. So, I'm not going to show you the Battle Pool tab because the matches have already been played. But here is my Battle Pool. So I have Insanity, I have myself, I have Jacob, and I have Lily. When I went into this, I started thinking, or when I saw my Battle Pool, I was like, oh crap. I've never played Lily, so I don't know her skill level. Jacob is a very strong battler in PCF, and Insanity and I have a bit of a history of butting heads, and Insanity can be a very good coach. So, but you can see here, so I'm going to slide this out of the way. The way I played these was Jacob, then Insanity, then Lily. So I'm going to slide these out of the way. I have the Pokepastes of the teams saved, and then I have the replays, but up first we played Jacob here with his Mega Alakazam, Infinite, Toxapex, Rabombi, Salamence, Piloswine, Zeb, and Bisharp. So let me just slide this over here. And here's the team builder. So when I looked at Jacob's team, to me, Hydreigon had the worst of the matchup. Yes, it was good for Mega Zam, but otherwise it did not really do a whole lot for me in the game. So I decided to leave Hydreigon behind. I brought Flyzinium Z, Talonflame. Obviously, it's just standard, except I did not have Roost. I had Taunt, because that Toxapex was probably the best check, or the Piloswine. Those were the 2 best checks to coming in on Talonflame. I don't want spikes, I don't want rocks up. So sorry, I'm turning my phone volume down because, again, I always forget to do that before I record. I didn't want rocks going up from Piloswine. I didn't want T-spikes coming up off of Toxapex. Speed stat wise, we were outgunning the Rabombi, so I didn't know if it was Scarf or Rabombi. Yeah, as soon as I get an SD off, his team just dies to a lot of the hits. I need to clear Toxapex and I need to clear Pylo, and then Talonflame can get rolling. Yes, not having Roost does break Gale Wings and keep it broken after a second move, but I'm not concerned enough with it. I needed Taunt more than anything. Up next we have Mimikyu with Life Orb. Just pretty standard Life Orb Mimikyu with Shadow Sneak, Drain Punch, Play Rough. I did run Bulk Up this time over Swords Dance because I wanted to get the defense boost as well. Try to shut down that Bisharp, try to shut down just physical hits on Mimikyu. We were max attack because at +1 max attack we were able to break down or 2-KO a lot of the team. Obviously Shadow Sneak would kill the Mega Zam. Drain Punch is there for Pylo. and Buy Sharp. Play Rough is there for the Ments, and just very good stab across the board, and +1 252 Adamant, 2 shots for Bombi with Play Rough. Speed stat wise, we were creeping the Buy Sharp, I believe. Yeah, I believe we crept Buy Sharp, just because everything else on the team, speed stat wise, was either way too slow or way too fast to try and speed creep. So up next is Mega Main. Mega Main speed crept to Zebstrika. To know if it's Scarf or Zebstrika. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice. The reason for Overheat is for that Zebstrika, because it's either Sap Sipper or Lightning Rod or Motor Drive, which are all really nasty abilities for Mega Man and Serp. So Overheating is a 2-shot on that Zebstrika from max special attack. Mega Man, Volt Switch to pivot, obviously Overheat's a 2-shot, potential 2-shot to Piloswine as well. And then the Hidden Power Ice was for Mega Ments, potentially trying to switch in on, or not Mega Ments, on Ments trying to switch in on main. Hidden Power Ice should OHKO unless it's carrying a Yachi instead of its Z Crystal. Up next is the Toxic Stalling Superior. That would not Toxic Stall, it's just there as Toxic Stalling to break a couple mons, but not actually try to just go and sit there and Toxic Stall the entire time. Because speed set wise, it's only faster than Infernape. But Sub-Toxic Protect Defog. Defog being critical here to keep Talonflame's Gale Wings intact. Sub-Toxic Protect is self-explanatory. The only reason that it's Sub-Toxic Protect is if I can get a Toxic off on Infernape, and then I can Protect to see if he's Scarfed. I can, or Sub-Protect to see if he's Scarfed, which was kind of the original plan. Toxicking Rabombi to keep it from Quiver Dance, beating me down, Toxicking Piloswine to get chip on that, Toxicking Ments to try and slow down a D-Dancing Ments set. That's really the whole reason that it's there. It's not to just sit there Toxic Stall. Superior is designed to come in, Toxic, whittle things down, and then switch out and preserve the defog later. Up next we have Stakataka. It's pretty much standard Staka with Chople, just because I don't want to take a fighting hit from Infernape or Zam. I am super bulky naturally, so I'm not too worried about Earthquakes. It's more the fighting type move, so that's why, excuse me, Stack is built the way it is. Last but not least, we have Manphy with Lacanberry, Tail Glow, Ice Beam, Psychic, and Surf. The Lacanberry is to take a Zebstrika electric hit or an Infernape electric hit, Tail Glow, and then go boom. Or if I've got the Tail Glow up, it's to take a hit so I don't die and then take them out. Ice Beam, Surf, and Scald. Ice Beam will rip out the Ments. The Surf or the Psychic is there to take out the Toxpex, which is why I'm not bulky Manaphy. I am very much special attack investment, because that +3, 232, it does 50% to a max HP, max Spadef Toxapex. So I had to go offensive in order to beat that thing down, and that's why Psychic's there. And then +3 Surf handles the rest of the team pretty well. So that's the team. So we'll jump into the battle here. So he led Infernape, I led Staka. I knew I had the Choppleberry, so I could live one. Regardless. So he Stealth Rocks, which gives me the free Trick Room and keeps that. He goes into the Great Wall on an Earthquake, which was not great. And then right here, I had a 50-50 call. I knew after seeing the Earthquake damage that he wasn't going to leave the Great Wall in, potentially, wanting to preserve that because it walled a good chunk of my team. And so I was sitting there and I said, you know, I either Earthquake again, the Mence comes in, burns a turn a Trick Room, I Gyro Ball on the Toxapex switching in, I Earthquake, and we cycle, and I screw up my Trick Room, runs out, and then it's oof time. Or, because Mence is vastly faster than me, I Gyro Ball, does nothing to Toxapex, I kill the Mence on switch in, get that thing out of here, and then we play around that. Otherwise, Toxapex comes in, and then it's a guessing game of does Pex stay, and then I EQ it, or does Mence come in? So it was a 50-50. I go Gyro Ball. I called the 50-50 right. So, but Stack Attacka goes off. He Sucker Punches, does nothing. I EQ. I take out Checkmate. I still have one more turn of Trick Room. The Pex comes in. The Pex doesn't live a +2. Stack Attacka. Get the +3. In comes Infernape, which I knew was coming. I wasn't living a CC with only 67%. There was no way. But Stack Attacka did its job. It took out Pex, which was a huge wall that I had an issue with, and it took out Mence, which was a potential dangerous setup sweeper for me. Infernape, I still have Manaphy that can deal with it. Zebstrika, I have Mega Main. And I have Talonflame that can get boosted. I have Mimikyu for Zam, so I go ahead and let Stacka go down here. This is where I make a mistake. I should have known. I thought he might have been like Scarfed or Banded, Infernape, because he went Rocks turn 1 and then switched. So I was thinking Scarfed, and I knew I could live a Scarf CC. And plus he was -1 defense, -1 attack, or special defense. Why stay in on a Manaphy other than to sack it? So I go ahead and I Tail Glow. Turns out I was wrong, it was not Scarfed. He did have the Berry. I have to switch, because I will die, so I switch. I should have attacked into that. Serp gets a Toxic off on the Zebstrika, which is great. He overheats, doesn't kill me. I go for Defog because I want my rocks off. At this point, Serp doesn't really do anything this game. Like, I'm not touching Marty. Infernape gets Toxic, and that's it. And Mega Zam I can't touch, and I don't want to give Mega Zam a Calm Mind, which is why when I knew the overheat was probably coming off Zebstrika, I went for the Defog. That way Talon can keep it or get its rocks in, because if it is, or once Serp goes down, Main and Talon are the only two things faster than Infernape. So I go for the Defog. Goes for Signal Beam to kill me. I go into my main net trick, Mega Evolve, and I fire off my own overheat. That way I can take out Zebstrika. He sends in his Mega Zam. Obviously it's faster than me. It traces my Intimidate, which sucks. Goes for Psychic. Doesn't kill. I go ahead and Volt Switch out. I go into Mimikyu here. I just go for the Shadow Sneak because I thought it would kill first off, and then second of all, I wanted to be able to double sneak, and I wasn't too concerned about losing my disguise with that Infernape because I still had Talonflame. And if you went Rocks, Mimikyu with the Life Orb would beat that Infernape down with Play Rough. So I wasn't too worried. Shadow Ball breaks Disguise. I go ahead and Shadow Sneak again because the Infernape is a thing. I Shadow Sneak again just to put that Infernape in chip. Flare Blitzes, takes out Mimikyu, puts himself low. I decide to not bring in Talonflame to Z this thing because I didn't want to waste the Z on Jafar even though I'd still have Gale Wings. So Main comes in, Volt Switches, takes out Disco. I go into Talonflame, still Gale Wings intact, and I stunt and drop the Z. So, bada boom, we're 1-0, +3. The way pools works is top 2 advance. you top 2 advance. It's record head-to-head differential, or record differential head-to-head is the tie-breaking scenario. So a 1-0, 3-0 start, very, very nice. So up next, I played Insanity here. I'm going to switch this to dark mode while I'm thinking about it. I don't know why it doesn't default to dark mode, but... So whoa, that's the wrong screen to move. That's the one I gotta move. So Insanity here has Huron Black, Jirachi, Mienshao, Slurpuff, Gligar, Blacephalon, Mantine, and Ditto. Looking at this, I figured Serp's got the worst matchup. I'm going to leave Serp home this week and go for these 6. So again, standard Talonflame. This time it's got Roost or Taunt, max attack, a little bit of bulk. Speed stat wise, I am creeping the Blacephalon. That's the fastest thing he's got, so I creep the Blacephalon. Mimikyu is speed creeping Huron Black. This time it's banded with Play Rough, Shadow Claw, Sneak, and T-Wave because I don't want to give Ditto boosts with Mimikyu, so I'm the banded set again. T-Wave is to slow a Scarf Ditto. T-Wave obviously is very, very nice for shutting down Mienshao if it's Scarf. Scarf Jirachi doesn't appreciate T-Wave. Slurpuff doesn't appreciate a T-Wave, especially if it's the Unburden set. That'll negate Unburden by T-Waving it. So, attack stat-wise with the band, that's all we needed to 2-shot or Oko. Play Rough will take out Jirachi. Claw will take out... Play Rough will take out Kyurem. Claw will take out Jirachi. Play Rough takes out Mienshao. Slurp doesn't want to take a Claw. Gligar doesn't want to take... I think it's 2 Claws or 2 Play Roughs. Blacephalon can't take a banded Sneak. Mantine doesn't want to take a Claw. And Ditto, if it clones Mimikyu, dies to a Shadow Claw. So, Mega Man came. Speed stat wise, Main is outgunning, I believe it's Bless again, is where that one's speed crept to. Hidden Power Ice, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Overheat, standard set. Pretty much Hidden Power Ice for the Gligar. Once Gligar goes down, I just Volt Switch, or T-Bolt. Mantine is incredibly thick, so I can't really do too much to it by T-Bolting. And then Overheat is for the Jirachi and the Kyurem. Stack Attacker this time is Focus Sash. It's my lead. I plan to Trick Room turn 1 and try to blow things back again. It's necessary for beating Slurp. Kind of necessary for beating Slurp, but Gyro, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Gyro for Kyurem, Earthquake for Rachi, Gyro for Mienshao, Gyro for Slurp, Rock Slide / Gyro for Gligar, Rock Slide for Bless, as well as Earthquake, Rock Slide for Mantine. That's the best way this will hit it. So, but again, it's a standard set pretty much. Brave Nature this time instead because I wanted defense boosts, not attack boosts. Hydreigon came, it's Choice Scarf with Defog, Flash Cannon, Draco, and Fire Blast. Flash Cannon is for the Slurpuff. Scarfed at max speed, I am faster by 1 speed point than Slurpuff if it's Unburden boosted, so I can Flash Cannon kill it. Draco is good for Kyurem, and then Fire Blast is there for Jirachi. And then Draco just hits everything else except Mantine decently and Gligar. And then finally we have Life Orb Manaphy. Yes, Life Orb because Mantine is so damn bulky. I have to do Life Orb in order to break it at +3. Or I have to do max special attack, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to put a little speed into it. Or a little bit of bulk into it because I had so much speed invested to speed creep Kyurem. But we're Tail Glow, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Electric, and Surf. It's the weirdest Manaphy set I've ever run. Shadow Ball for Blacephalon and Jirachi. Hidden Power Electric for Mantine. And Surf for everything else. if Ditto tries to clone this, it can't hit me back unless he specifically EV'd for Hidden Power Electric, whereas a +3 Hidden Power Electric takes out the Ditto mana fee. So, but that's that team. So like I said, I thought I was going to lead Stack Attacka, but then I saw Gligar, and I was like, never mind, I'm not going to lead Stack Attacka. I'm going to lead Mimikyu, predicting Jirachi to lead. Try and set rocks on me. He goes in U-turns to break my disguise. He's either max speed or he's scarfed. I went for Shadow Claw regardless, predicting Stealth Rocks. And I knew Shadow Claw was supposed to do a bunch to cure him. Turns out it's bulky cure him. So, like, very bulky cure him. A play rough there would have been great, but a crit banded Shadow Claw only did 41%. So obviously I'm not going to stay in, fearing the Flash Cannon. I go into Stack Attacka. He goes Jirachi. There's the Drain Punch. I go ahead and set Trick Room. I EQ, put Soldier Boy down, and Drain Punches again. Now, I made the dumb mistake. I should have Jaraballed or Rock Slid, because this is the opposite of the play that I made versus Jacob. This is me losing the 50-50 here. So then I Jaraball, it does nothing. U-turns, I still live. Goes Ditto to try and copy me, and then switches back into Gligar, baiting my EQ. So I really played poorly around that. U-turns, takes out Stacka, brings in Mienshao, so I got Talonflame to immediately scare, and I go ahead and drop the Supersonic Sky Strike. It doesn't kill the Jirachi. Goes Gligar. I Flare Blitz and break my... I should have Swords Danced, but now we're going to play a game of Swords Dance. I go +3, U-turns, goes into Blacephalon, find out Blacephalon's Scarfed. I Brave Bird, and at +3 I kill Blacephalon. I got 4% left. Goes into Jirachi to finish me off with a Scarfed Jirachi, and that's when I learned that Jirachi was Scarfed. I had suspicions that it might have been Scarfed based on how many times it was U-turning on me, but there I get the... Actually, I think it U-turned on me another time too, and I just didn't register it. No, he switched. It was a switch. So that's where I found out that that was Scarfed Jirachi. Talonflame had done its work. I go Mimikyu. I double to see, and then I see the U-turn, but I do get a static, which is great to slow that thing down. Main comes in. It's going to Mega Evolve. And I go for Volt Switch just to pivot, does nothing. Get Mimikyu back in on a Roost. And then I go for the Banded Play Rough, does 67%, so definitely bulky. And Iron Head does not kill me. I can Play Rough again, which is exactly what I do, even with Gligar's coming in. Get the attack drop. I'm just fishing for the attack drops at this point. EQ doesn't kill me. Go for another one. Didn't get it. EQ kills me. I was hoping for a second drop. So now it's Manaphy time. I Tail Glow. EQ does nothing. I Surf to clear this thing out. I know he Healing Wishes to try and give his Mienshao a chance by healing the para. Knowing that it's Scarfed Mienshao now, so I drop its attack. High Jump Kicks. My prediction was it was Scarfed anyways. I go Hydreigon. Drop a Draco and kill. He goes Ditto. Oh no, he goes this thing. Thinking it can live a -2 Hydreigon Draco, which it can't. Take it out, and then we get into a Hydreigon off because he's minus special attack as well. I lose the first speed tie, which is why I know he's Scarfed. I win the second speed tie. And I lose the third speed tie. So Manaphy comes in and will finish this off for me with, I believe it was Surf, yeah. Finishes off with Surf. So, pick up a 1-0 versus Insanity. Major misplay with the Stack Attack at the begin there. hitting that Gligar. That para was huge on that Mienshao because it forced him to kill himself with his Jirachi. And he was very, very upset about that because he lost the game, he said, because of that. But it is what it is. So we're now 2-0 plus 4. With only Lily there potentially to beat me. Or have a better record than me. The problem is Insanity or Jacob could go 2-1 and have a better record. So we're not guaranteed in yet at this point. Oh, I got something up my nose now. So sliding this over, the last game against Lily, we have Lando, T, which is Z, Scissor, Rotom Heat, Jellicent, Shuckle, Absol, Mega Dancy, and Salamence. I choose to leave Talonflame home this time. While it would be nice to Flare Blitz that Scissor, there's just too many things that shut it down. Shuckle, Mega Dancy, Jellicent, Rotom Heat, Lando. It wasn't a good match. So this is the 6 we end up bringing. We got Life Orb Mimikyu with Bulk Up, Play Rough, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Claw Will-O-Wisp, so I can burn that Scissor if it tries to come in on me. That's the best switch in. If I get a burn on Lando or a burn on Mence, that'd be huge too. Just being able to burn those two, or those three, is huge. Bulk Up, obviously, so I can get the attack boost and the defense boost, so I don't die to a Bullet Punch from a Scissor unless it's banded or gets Sword Stance up. Play Rough will clip out the Absol. It'll hurt the Mence, and a lot of her team doesn't really want to take a potential attack drop, and then Shadow Claw for the Jellicent, which is a major pain in my butt. The only issue I have to be careful of is Mega Dancy bouncing that Will-O-Wisp back to me, so, because that would suck. Serp is Expert Belt Contrary, speed stat wise, outspeeds Mega Absol, I believe is where I was going for that. No, that's not it. It's Mence or Dancy, one of the two, I don't remember, but Dragon Pulse, Hidden Power Fire, Leaf Storm, Defog. Defog, even though I don't... It's Defog because of Shuckle. Like, I'm there to defog against that Shuckle because I don't want Shuckle setting up webs, rocks on me. They're just not good to have against me. I Leaf Storm on his team, and then I get +2 special attack, which Dragon Pulse will kill. Lando, if it's Scarfed, dies to, well, will kill me, but if it's not Scarfed, if it's Z, +2 Leaf Storm plus another Leaf Storm should kill it. Hidden Power Fire for the Scissor. Dragon Pulse just has to hit everything else except Mega Dancy, which I have to Leaf Storm. Manaphy here with the Mental Herb. This is super bulky Manaphy. Speed stat wise, I crept down to the Rotom, I believe, is where I crept down to, was Rotom. But I'm bulky, that way I can take a hit. I can take a Fly Z from Lando, basically, is what it's built to do, is take a Fly Z from Lando. Assuming Lando is the lead, either Scarfed with rocks or just to hit big. But Mental Herb is in case it's a Shuckle lead, and I go Tail Glow on the webs, and then, or it Encores me knowing that I'm going for Tail Glow. The Mental Herb breaks the Encore, and then I'm free to +3 whatever I want to do. Ice Beam, Surf, and Energy Ball, just pretty standard attack set. Ice Beam takes out Lando and Mence. Surf will take out Rotom, Shuckle, Mega Dancy. Absol doesn't appreciate +3 Surf. Energy Ball is to stop Jellicent, and really Scissor's the only problem, which I have to get to +6 to do, basically. So, Mega Main here, again, standard set, speed creeped to Dancy, I believe. Doing the same thing, like Hidden Power Ice for the Lando, and with Ments, Volt switching around, and then overheating the Scissor. Stack Attack is Shuka to keep Earthquake from Lando off my back. I'm not Trick Room though. I'm Stealth Rock. Putting up rocks on her side, very, very important. Don't just have to be careful of Diancie, but Diancie has to switch out, otherwise it dies to a Gyro Ball. And I live the EP off of Diancie with a Shuka Berry, so that's why I'm Spadef Nature, or Spadef Boosting. Yeah, I'm Spadef Nature instead of Defensive. It's really here to set rocks and then do as much damage as it possibly can. Because getting rocks up on that side hurts Scissor. Lando Ments don't necessarily appreciate them. Rotom doesn't like them at all. It's a nice chip for my other mons to take care of. And then we are Choice Scarfed, Hydreigon again, Flash Cannon, Draco, Dark Pulse, and Fire Blast. Flash Cannon for Diancie, Draco for Ments, and just hitting everything else really, really hard. Fire Blast for Scissor, and Dark Pulse for Jellicent. So, go ahead and jump in here. I do lead the Manaphy like I intended to. Mega Diancie's the lead here. This thing's obviously going to have to switch, given the Tail Glow. Goes Jellicent, which was expected. I know that's Water Absorb. I see that it's definitely Spadef invested. Energy Ball's made back, which hurt. But another Energy Ball takes it out. This thing, I realize, is Scarfed, because it came in, but Scarf didn't kill me. The Surf takes out Lando. Diancie comes in now and picks me off because Diancie's faster. But that's okay, because I go Stacka. And in comes Shuckle. Gyro Ball does nothing. I know that's defensive Shuckle, so I EQ. Again, nothing happens. And here comes Hazard Stack, so I'm just going to keep EQing. Goes for Toxic, which does nothing. Then comes Rotom Heat, Earthquake's immune. I should have Stealth Rocked right there. Volt switches into Shuckle. This time I Stealth Rock. And then Shuckle and Stack Attack just get into it. I realize that Stone Edge does more. So, Earthquake, Shuckle goes down. I get a defense boost. In comes the Diancie. I don't believe I live this. I do live this because of the Shuka Berry. I Gyro Ball and take out Diancie. In comes Rotom. This time Rotom's going to hurt. Scissor. I go Mega Main. That way I can drop this thing's special attack. I made the mistake of overheating. I should have Volt switched and pivoted, but I overheated. Didn't proc the berry though. Until now, I proc the berry. So, should have done that a different way. Puts up light screen, which really, at this point, the light screen goes up and I'm like, oh crap. This is bad. So I switch into Mega Main again to drop the attack. Swords Dance and that light screen. Really big issue. This time I do Volt Switch though. Predicting the correct. I go Mimikyu. I bulk up. And no Willow. Instead it's a Volt Switch. So, but breaks Disguise. Scissor comes in. I think I can take the Scissor, or I go for the Will-O-Wisp. And now burned, I think, okay, I got this. I can bulk up again. +2/+2. Scissor is now back to neutral. And now Shadow Claw should do a lot of damage. It did. Goes for another Swords Dance. I still think I should live this, and I don't. But I see Life Orb, and then the burn. So now it's Rotom versus the world. I go Hydreigon. Rotom dies to rocks. And there we go. So we ended up finishing, and I can show pools now. We ended up finishing pools 3-0 +7. We moved on to be the first seed. So we are the first seed going into the one of the first one seeds going into the draft pool or into the brackets. So I did qualify for top 64. So there will be one more video. We'll see if I can win and move forward into the top 32 and how far we go. So I'm really impressed that I went 3-0 to do that. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know this was a long video, but I just didn't want to record these each night. I was doing them and do team builders and then have a bunch of separate videos. I just wanted to do one each because it just works better. So thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description down below. Look in Jaden, WeatherGamer Discord, WeatherGamer Twitch, and the Patreon. And I will see you guys next time.